Hey guys, it's Christy Hoost here of Blissen Natural Skincare and Cosmetics, and today I want to show you how to make a really quick and easy sunscreen that you can make from home. And with sunscreens, there's actually two types of sunscreens, and some of them fit into the chemical category, which I tend to stay away from chemical ingredients in my food and in my skincare products. So I'm trying to stay away from those chemical-based sunscreens. And the other type is actually a physical barrier sunscreen, and that's what I'm going to show you how to make today. And a physical barrier sunscreen, it's exactly what it says. It actually, when you put it on your skin, it provides a physical barrier between the sun's ultraviolet rays and your skin, so you're not going to burn. And if you remember back, I don't know if it was in the 80s, all the lifeguards had the white nose or the colored nose, and that's what I'm going to show you how to make today. Although I don't put as much physical barrier in there, so you're not going to have a completely white or colored body when you use this. So the actual physical barrier product, it is a white powder. It's called zinc oxide. Now some people use titanium dioxide, but I prefer the zinc oxide. And it just comes as this white powder, and you can get this from skincare companies that sell the ingredients for it. And now, when you're using this, you know how I talked about the lifeguards with the white pasty nose? Since it is a physical barrier, you can get some of that kind of pasty look from using this. So if you don't mind, then you can just use that. But I don't really love the pasty look, so I'm going to add some powdered bronzer that I had made a while back. And if you don't have bronzer, you can use like a brown oxide powder, or I also have a bronze mica that's real pretty. So you can add a little bit of color to it as well to make it look a little more natural on your skin. So besides the physical sunscreen and the color, the optional color, the only other ingredient you need is some lotion that's already made up. You can use a natural store-bought lotion or your own homemade natural lotion. The product is going to last as long as your lotion will last. So if you have a store-bought lotion with preservatives, adding the zinc oxide isn't going to affect the shelf life any, since it's a dry powder. But if you're making like a natural lotion from home with absolutely no preservatives, you're going to have to refrigerate it, and it's only going to last a couple weeks. Now, the one that I make, I use a natural preservative, so it has a shelf life of between 6 months to a year. I usually try to use all my lotions up within 6 months. So that's what I'm using today. So again, your ingredients are going to be just lotion, zinc oxide, and perhaps the powdered coloring agents if you choose to do that. Now for this recipe, I'm going to make about a half a cup. So I have 4 ounces or half a cup of my homemade lotion. And then when you're making this recipe, the ratios are kind of important. I don't have a specific SPF factor on this. I don't get my stuff tested. I test by going out in the sun and seeing if I get burnt or not. So, but a general rule is you want about 10 to 20% in weight of zinc oxide to lotion. So I have 4 ounces of lotion. So I have 0.4 ounces of the zinc oxide. That's a 10% ratio. So if you wanted to do a 20% ratio to get a little bit more sun protection, but you're going to get more pasty with that, then you just take 20% of the amount of lotion you have. So in this example, I have 4 ounces of lotion, so it would be 0.8 ounces of the zinc oxide. And if you're not that particular, you just want to give roundabout numbers, you can do a half a cup of lotion, and the 0.4 ounces of zinc oxide is right around 4 teaspoons here. So What I'm going to do, since I already have it all pre-measured, I'm just going to dump my zinc oxide into the lotion. And then I'm going to also add my coloring right now. Now, you can choose to do this or not. This is my bronzer. And with colored pigments, they are potent, I'll tell you. So you always start out small, and you can add more if you want, but if you overdo it from the start, you're gonna look crazy when you put it on your skin because it's so concentrated. So first I'm just gonna kind of get it mixed in there with my spatula, and then I'm actually gonna blend it with an immersion blender to bust up the clumps, because it doesn't always blend in so smooth with just hand mixing. So I did a 1/4 teaspoon of the bronzer. You can see there's not a ton of color, so I'm gonna just add another 1/4 teaspoon. We'll see how that comes out. Now, if you don't have an immersion blender, you can try to use a food processor too. The only thing is, since I'm making a small batch, so if you're using a small or a big batch, you can use a food processor. It's just that, you know, a lot of the product is going to end up stuck to the container, to the bowl, and the blades. So you end up wasting a lot if you use a big food processor. So that's why I'm going to just use my immersion blender here. Hopefully I can reach. And I'm going to blend it up that way. And it doesn't take too much to get it nice and blended up. And I am going to end up wasting some product too, because it gets trapped in the blade here. Whoop! And it just fell apart. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to put some on my skin, and we'll just see how pasty or not pasty I turn out to be. Let me see. I want you to be able to see this. So you can see it starts out a little bit white, but since I added the color, I think that helps quite a bit. And really, once you smooth it in pretty good, I can't even see that I'm wearing anything. So with this concentration and ratio of ingredients, I'm not going to look pasty, and I don't have to embarrass my kids when I go out in the sun with them. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And then you can just stick it in like a little pot like this. You can also add some scents to it if you like a fun tropical scent. The only thing I would advise you is to not use citrus essential oils like lemon, grapefruit, orange. Even though they're wonderful, springy, fresh smells, those oils can actually increase your potential to burn. They make your skin a little more sun sensitive. So stay away from those scents. But if you want to add a little bit of scent, that's not going to hurt anything other than those citrus scents. So this is how you make a super quick and easy sunscreen at home that's natural and safe and effective. So thanks for watching today. If you want to learn more recipes or tips and tricks on natural skincare and cosmetics, feel free to visit BlissenNaturals.com. Thanks guys, and have a great day.